So this is news I had a couple of days now, but Dalton Smith turned down a fight against Regis Prograis to look towards a fight against Azim. Uh, should be a bigger fight domestically, and right now for him, that'll be a good competition, I guess, for him to kind of wipe out early. Uh, so just so he doesn't have to take 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back. With hindsight 2020, it'll be a better option for him to actually fight Azim right now. If he could get that fight, and then to go on to fight uh, someone like Prograis, but right now I know Prograis is looking at 1 or 2 more fights in boxing, and after that he's probably looking towards making his exit towards MMA. And if anybody else doesn't want to make anything available for him, I guess he probably could move towards that sooner. But with Dalton Smith coming off a huge win over Jose Zapata, that's possibly a route he would go, probably leaning towards Azim. That would probably keep him as far as in contention with other belts as well. But I think right now that's the best option he can take as far as with business. Me personally, I would be okay with seeing a Regis Prograis fight at this time. I think that's still a difficult fight, even though a lot of people, me personally, I thought always guys like to measure themselves up. So that's a lot of times, that's why I would see those kind of fights happening. And we've seen in the past that when guys kind of went away from those kind of fights, other fights kind of make them look a little bad as far as their value. And then sometimes they kind of turn around and try to make those same fights that they kind of went away from. So hopefully that's not a situation. But I feel like right now, Azim, I don't know if that's a real fight. So we're doing a lot of call outs and things like that. But I don't know how close that fight is, honestly. Me personally, I heard the Regis Prograis fight was available. So that's something I would lean towards. Now, fights that's available, that's top guys, now I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Fights that's available, let's just hurry up and get that out the way and try not to make too much rumblings about it. We can either make it happen, move on, or not make it happen at all. But they got to make it an option after a while, because a lot of people just don't like to bring certain things to the table. And selling tickets is one of them. And another one is, mostly just selling tickets, really, when it comes to the business. You definitely have to sell tickets to pay the fighter. So, and a lot of times, it just has to come together right. So that's a fight that will sell tickets at the moment. I think it'll cost a lot more to pay a guy like Regis also. So things like that happen. But I can definitely see that Azim and Dalton Smith being a huge fight. I think that'll be a big fight. I think Azim probably needs like 1 or 2 more fights under the belt, but if he feels like he's ready, I would definitely jump in the ring. But from the outside looking in, he doesn't seem like he's ready, honestly. Honestly, I don't think he possibly can make the fight happen, but I don't really know how many options they have at 140 right now. It's a lot of guys at 140 that can make a lot of difficult decisions as far as going down and fighting some of these tougher opponents. A lot of people don't want to go down and fight guys. That's another thing. Like certain people, they will not go down and fight. It's not like people trying to fight Gary Antoine Russell and stuff like that. Like it's certain people, like, that's one thing too I don't like about boxing. You can fight mandatories while you calling out guys. You know what I'm saying? You can clear out divisions while you doing other things. That's another thing that's starting to leave guys behind. You got other fighters that's just jumping in the ring and making things happen. Look at Munguia. He's jumping in the ring again. January, then May. Now you got other fighters that's waiting around like, oh yeah, let me call out this guy. Like, while you doing that, other guys is getting in the ring. Dalton Smith, he gonna make decisions to get in the ring. And all these other guys too. Anthony Joshua, a lot of these guys working on fights already. As soon as they done one fight, they on to the next. That's what I'm saying. Some of these boxers, while they sitting around calling out guys, I don't really look into all that. Cause every time you do that, that just lets me know you don't have a fight going on. And if you do got a fight going on and you calling somebody out, that mean the dude you fighting ain't really like that. He really ain't worth a pay-per-view. So that's what that shows me a lot of times. But all that's starting to change though. Because the younger guys, they're moving up and putting pressure on everybody else. See, time is what is gonna show how these guys are. Time is gonna show how these guys are for real. When the time goes past, you see all these younger guys coming up, Abdullah Mason and all these other guys, these shoe characters. Yeah, they gonna show all that. I'm telling you. Then you got older guys that still can get in the ring with these guys. So it's gonna show all that. But yeah, that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.